Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Build Your Best Life. I'm super excited to be here as usual. I just love it, love it, love it. So come on in, come on in. Make sure that you like and share that so others can check out Build Your Best Life and see what's going on here. Maybe they know some young men that can benefit from what we are offering here. Our theme this year is reach out. And if all of us reach out to assist our young men, I think the world will be so much better. So please, please, please like, comment, and share. If you have not liked my Build Your Best Life Facebook page, please do so that I can see your name when you sign in, and I can see your comments. Otherwise, I won't be able to see them. And please subscribe to my YouTube page, and that is Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. This month, if you have not been with us, our theme is Reach Out Dad. So most of our messages have been geared to helping our dads understand their importance in the lives of young men and what they can do to step up and assist. So we are continuing that because, June is almost gone, but we do have a couple more topics that we want to share. So get your pads and pens and everything ready and get ready for this topic, because our topic today is Dad! And no, it's not dad, it's dad. And where is that coming from? That is coming from, sometimes dads are present, but they are not present. And I guess you want to know why I'm fumbling around here trying to get the glare off my glasses. They are there, but they're not there. They're present, they're not present. So it's just like not having a father there if you're going to be in the house, in the space, in the area, and you're not going to listen or talk with your children. And specifically today, we're talking about young men. So your child shouts out, Dad. So why are they yelling? Have they said something to you a couple times in a normal voice and you didn't hear them? So now they have gone to yelling. Maybe if I yell, then I can get some attention. I'm going to try yelling. So a father who is physically present but emotionally distant is an emotionally unavailable father. Actively uninvolved, not paying attention, not reacting to changes in your children. You hear these stories about young people who have committed suicide, or they've been strung out on drugs for years, and they were right there in the house and the parents didn't realize, and you're kind of saying to yourself, well, how could they be in the house and not know? Okay, because they weren't paying attention. So they probably saw changes and they just ignored them. when a child is neglected or they get the impression that a parent is not paying attention, that could cause them to have low self-esteem. And low self-esteem in a young person in today's environment is only going to push them down faster. Neglecting may cause them to navigate towards unsavory associates. You always wonder why. Oh, she was such a nice young lady. Oh, he was so smart. He was always helping the older people in the neighborhood. He was always so respectful. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. What happened? Well, maybe it was because he was being neglected at home, and those unsavory young people, his peers, began to pay attention and, yeah, man, and pat him on the back. And so he fell into their nets, their webs, and began to go their way. Now, probably many of you have heard of the emotionally unavailable dad, but sometimes that is also referred to as the absent father syndrome. The absent father syndrome. So it is a real thing. This is not, something cute that I'm making up, but these are things that impact young men each and every day. And if somebody does not call them out and someone else try to step up and assist, then we find ourselves where we are today with a lot of young men that's out there, and they're floundering because they really don't know what they don't know. They're having fun. No one is coaching them as far as, well, son, don't do that. Well, son, I don't think you should do that, because that parent is emotionally unattached or unavailable. Good evening, Agnes and Deacon Holmes. Thank you all for tuning in. Today, my topic is Dad! And that's what it is. It's not just dad. It's yelling dad. Because these are young people that are screaming for attention because they are being ignored. So if I talk about a parent that's not available, they're not paying attention, why is that? Does it have to do with work? A lot of people are working remotely now. So I guess you say, well, if the parent is home working, clearly they have time to pay more attention. But that does not necessarily be the case. Because if you're working remotely, you should be busy doing that work, doing those normal work hours. And so you're not involved then. You may bring work home. So instead of listening to what your child is saying, or they're asking you questions about homework, trying to tell you about something that's going on, you are looking at that work that you brought home, because the reason why you brought it home is because you are needing to get it done, needing to take it back to the office. Are there things you might have a honey-do list? So you got things around the house that you need to get done. So here again, what's more important? Do I need to get these things done that I promised my wife I would do a month ago, a week ago? Or do I need to take the time to attach and pay attention to my child? It's a good question to ponder, right? Hello, Dan. Thank you for tuning in. Well, if you are working or thinking about work, you are not 100% there. You are not. A father may prioritize his career over his family and may not make the time for his children. The sad part of this is that sometimes people don't even realize this is what they're doing. I know, I'm home with my child, so, I'm a dad. I'm engaged because I'm home. I could be in the street. I could be doing this. I could be doing that, but I'm home with my child. So I'm over here and I'm doing something else. But in my mind, there's nothing that I'm doing that's wrong, because I'm working on something that I need to do for work. I'm working on a house project. I'm doing something constructive. So in my mind, I'm good. But are you really? Because is that child yelling, Dad? Because they just asked you what to do if someone approaches you about joining a game. You didn't even hear that because you were looking at the forecast that you need to present for next month. That's a sad situation. Good evening, Peggy. Thank you for tuning in. And no, it's not just work, although work is one big factor that people will pull in and find that excuse or overlook the fact that they are not spending quality time with their children. Another one is social media. And I know a lot of times social media gets a bad rap because social media was created to be something that is fun, is helpful, and keeps people connected. However, not everyone uses it for that reason. So what happens is people, go on social media and they post any and everything, and then they also use it to scam people, play jokes on people, whatever. But a parent can actually go on social media and just get stuck. Because depending on what you're doing, and you can be the best person. I mean, I think I walked in the room, was it last night, and I'm like, what are you listening to? Well, my husband was on social media and someone was giving a sermon. And so he began to listen to those. But then, he wasn't neglecting anything, but I'm just saying how you can get caught up listening to something. Because if you listen to one good sermon, when that one goes off, another one comes on. So it's the same thing regardless of what you're doing on social media. One thing comes on and something else comes on and something else comes on. Even if you're on YouTube, one video goes off, another one comes on. If you don't click on something that you want to see, you're going to watch what they have programmed in there. The algorithms or whatever are doing. So you can get caught up. A lot of times, you have people on social media that are portraying lives that people think is the real deal, and it's not. But it looks so interesting that people get caught up. So while you picked up your social media and you were going to post happy birthday to one of your friends, as soon as you did that, you saw something interesting. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know she had a new job. Let me tell her congratulations. Oh, wow, look at there. What? Alexis had a baby today? Wait a minute, I got to go find a cute image. I got to tell her congratulations. Then you see that? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's Sister Barbara Williams' birthday. I have to send her something too. Oh, look at there. I haven't seen that in so long. My friend asked me about her the other day. I got to call her and tell her I see her on social media. And you keep on with that, and you're on social media for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And that child's over there. And they had told you when they came home from school, Dad, you're good in math. I need you to help me with my homework. Okay, no problem. Well, they've been there and they've been scribbling, been working, and they've been saying, Dad, when are you going to come and help me? Dad, I really need your help on this problem. Dad? Do they need to yell to get your attention? What are you doing? Well, I'm telling you, you're not doing anything productive if that child has to yell at you and you don't know what's going on, what they're trying to do, what they're trying to get accomplished. You're just doing you. What's something else that can take your time away from spending it with your child? And some of you on there may agree with me. You may totally disagree with me. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Another one I've seen is gaming. Hey, what are you doing? Where's my baby? He's here. What is he doing? He's playing. Okay. So I see what you're doing. You talking to him? What y'all talking about? We saying numbers and colors. Are you? Yes, ma'am. Are you really? Are you really talking to that child? Or you just gaming? You just gaming. You got a PlayStation, you got a Nintendo Switch, you got something, and it is so much different now because you don't have to go to someone's house or they come to your house and you play alone. You can just stream and play with anybody anywhere. And so you just having a ball. That child over there struggling with that math, and you like gaming. And I remember when my youngest son was here with me, and we called him, okay, it's time to eat. Okay, I'm coming. It's time to eat. I'm coming. Do you hear me say, it's 10 minutes later, I called you. Oh, yeah, but see, I'm at a place I can't stop. If I come in there and break your thumbs, you're going to stop. So that adult, they running things. Nobody going to break their thumbs, right? So you in there, you're gaming. You're not paying that child any attention. That is why they're having to scream. But what you're not realizing is, and I'm laughing and I'm making fun of this, is that when you are physically, emotionally detached from your child, you're not paying them any attention, or you think you are, because as far as you're concerned, you are listening, you're there in the room with them, you are available, but emotionally, you're not listening because previously I've said you're either doing projects around the house, you brought work home that you're working on, you're working remotely, you're playing games. And then you can be doing something totally different. You can be sitting there daydreaming. Your mind is like 1,000 miles away. So you're thinking about the meeting you had that morning, and you did all this research, you made your agenda, you did your due diligence, and you got in the meeting. And then as soon as you said that you had did something that you had talked about with other people, they begin to beat it down, bash it, and say why we shouldn't have did it that way. I asked you before I did it. I did a survey, asked questions, and you said this is the way you wanted to go. Yeah, but I think blah, 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 blah. Okay, but you're the one that said, no, I want to do it this way. So you're thinking about that. That was just an unproductive meeting because you did the research, you did what your team wanted, but then they wanted to complain the entire meeting. Or you got a special project you got to work on, Like today, I probably was 1,000 miles away because I'm trying to think. I got to schedule my July and August guests. I got to get it done. I got to get my topics done. I got a project for my coach I got to do. So I'm thinking about these other things and working on something current. So good thing I don't have anybody that's depending on me for anything because my mind was gone, right? You might be thinking about an upcoming vacation. You're tired, you need that vacation, and you're thinking about being in Hawaii. You've never been there. That's been on your bucket list, and you can't wait. But the child's still over there waiting on you to help them with that math. Yes, quiet, because they're sitting there waiting, and you're daydreaming. You got to do better. You got to do better. As a dad, you may be unavailable or don't pay attention. And you may have a reason for that. One is you may be a passive father, You are emotionally unavailable or you're disengaged from your child's life. You're not providing that emotional support or guidance that your child needs. You're leaving them alone to fend for themselves. They feel alone. They feel like you don't care. They feel like they're a nuisance. And guess what? This causes a lack of confidence and a lack of self-esteem. So why I laughed earlier, it's very serious because you are damaging your child by making them feel like they are just in a way. They're not very important because they can't even get your attention for 5 minutes to help them with something that if they do bad in, you're going to be screaming and you're not going to be saying dad. But it's all good. You're not thinking about what it is that you're doing or not doing that can negatively impact your child. Or you may be an absent father. So you don't necessarily have to be out of your child's life to cause harm. You may be physically or emotionally absent for several reasons. Because I'm saying your child needs you, but what if you need help as well? You may be suffering from mental health. Something may have been going on with you and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. So while you would love to be there for your child and support them, to help them, to assist them, you just can't do it. Your child is trying to go out for a football team. You were really good. You need to be out there helping them, showing them some different moves, showing them how they need to stay on a regimen, how they may need to exercise so they can get be long-winded, learn to breathe, and not get so tired very easily. But you're depressed right now. You lost someone that was very close to you and you're grieving and you're not letting anyone know. So emotionally, you are not there. You can't help that child. Okay, so you're there, but you're absent. And otherwise, you're just emotionally distant. Sometimes a person may feel like, well, I don't really know how to be a parent. I know I'm a parent. I know I'm here, but I don't know what to do. I was never, I didn't have any siblings, so I don't know how a teenager acted. Well, you were a teen and you were around other teens, so I'm not sure how that calculates, but for whatever reason, you are emotionally distant. You are negatively impacting your child, and it's not good. So what do you need to do? Are you going to stay that way? Good evening, Tony. How are you? We are talking about dad is our topic today. And I laugh every time I do that, but it's not. But that's the topic. But if you are not present with that child, you are causing them harm. So children of absent fathers, they can struggle with loneliness. They feel abandoned, even though you're right there in the house with them, and they may feel insecure. And we know that there is a time and a place for everything. So yes, there is time that you have to do your own work if you're working remotely. That's what you're getting paid for. Even if you have to bring that work home or that project, as part of your job, you have to have it done to do that presentation. So yes, you need some of your time. You have to do the projects around the house. If you don't cut the grass timely, then the HOA is going to be sending you a letter. You have to get some me time. So I understand that you need time as well. However, you are the responsible party for your minor child. So it is up to you to find out, why am I at this place? Why am I not emotionally connected and here for my child? I want my child to be well-rounded. I want them to be able to speak up for themselves. I don't want them to be timid. I don't want them to feel like they can't talk to others. I don't want them to feel like they can't be themselves. But if they can't talk to you and get some nurturing from you, some sustenance from you, some dad talk from you, where do you think they're going to get it from? You don't want them to get it off the corner in the boys' restroom at school. You want them to get it from you. So if you know, and you will know this better than I, the person down the street, your boss, your friend? Are you lacking in this area? Some of the negative aspects of what we're seeing with our young men, are you a part of the problem? Because you have something going on with you and you have not been dealing with it. Not throwing blame, just giving facts. If you're falling in that category, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell a person down the street. You don't have to tell your siblings. But you do need to get help because you want to be better for yourself and you want to be better for that child. You don't want that child to have to yell to get your attention. You want them to know, if I say, Dad, I need you, you're there. Dad, when you finish, you get a break, I need you to help me with this project I have. Dad, something happened at school today and I really need to talk to you about it. Oh, come on, man, let's go for a walk. I know it's going to take me a couple hours to do the project I brought home, so I'll work on it later. Let's take a walk. I need to get some air in the way. I've been inside the building all day, got in the car, came straight home. Let's walk. Talk to your children. And again, if you fall in this territory, you don't want to remain stagnant. You want to change your demeanor and your attitude. Some things that I believe that will help you and assist you in getting better in this area. Search for some self-help books relating to your children, how to relate to them. If it's something that's going on with you, you don't want to talk to anybody else, there's a self-help book out there for every situation, but you got to read it. And then if you don't understand, you still need to go and ask someone because you want to be clear. Another thing you can do is seek counseling. A lot of times we think that, oh, that's taboo to seek counseling, get therapy. If you need help, you need help. You're only going to really get labeled if you need help and you don't get help, because it will come out eventually. So seek help. There are a lot of support groups. Your church may provide a support group. If you don't want anyone in your church to know what's going on, or anyone that you know, go online and Google it. Google knows everything. Seek whatever support group that you need and become a part. Attend your meetings consistently until you get the help that you need or the information that you need to help your child. And then people. If you have seen people and you have seen them interacting with their child, and hey, I wish I had that kind of rapport with my child. They seem to always be having a conversation, whether I see them in an intimate setting at their home, out somewhere at a game or whatever. They seem to be having a pleasant conversation. Maybe I want to, just say hello, ask them, can we do something together? Maybe go play some top golf or go drive some go-karts. And while the fellows are hanging out, I can, get some insight, ask some questions, because there is someone assigned to assist you. So like I said, if you don't want anybody really getting into it to a point that you want to go to a support group where you're afraid someone will know you don't want to seek a counseling, then you need to find the right books. You need to read them, make sure you understand, or find someone that you can have a conversation with, gain a rapport that, oh, okay, I get it now. But don't sit and do nothing, because it's time to reach out. And I hope it doesn't seem like I'm just being hard on dads, but this month has been dedicated to dads because it is this Father's Day month. And so this was just a topic that I think is helpful, because I know it happens a lot. So I hope that this topic really helped someone. If there's someone that that you feel would benefit from this, please, please, please share. I'd appreciate it very much. And that's the only way that we can get the word out, if we speak up, if we say something, or we pass the word on. So thank you all so much for tuning in today. And I hope that this topic, Dad, if it hadn't done anything else, it made you laugh and it got your attention, and you can at least pass the information on so that it can assist someone. Please join us on Saturday. It's Real Talk time, Real Talk with Deborah and Anastasia. And our topic is going to be attention. Attention. There are different types of attention, so we're going to be talking about that. So please join us. Excuse me. Please check out my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org. That's www.buildyourbestlife.org. Read the blog that I put out there each Monday. Look at our calendar of events. The time is flowing. We just finished our Men and Boys Conference, but in August, first part of August, we will be having our educational symposium, and I'm looking forward to that. So check out the calendar so you can see when that, what nights that is showing and what speakers we have out there. Look at the services that I offer, which is speaking, webinar speaking, consultations, coaching, and you can get an autographed copy of my book, Build Your Best Life, which I don't know where I put. It's out on my website, and you can get your autographed copy. It will help you. It's about your life, your actions, your credibility, overcoming obstacles to build your best life. And also, if you like the Kindle version instead of the paper, you can also get the book on Amazon.com. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope to see some of you on Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as we talk about attention. Remember, as you go along your busy day, you may encounter a young man that has lost his way. Don't shake your head. Don't steady your pace. Stop. Reach out and give the young man a helping hand. If more of us will reach out, the more young men we can help. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. I'll be looking for you Saturday. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.